I thought I would do a quick video on how to create a book cover in Krita. Krita is a fantastic open source art program that you can do all kinds of different art, from painting to digital to animation. And we will start over here with the new image. Now I've entered my book cover template measurements in here already. And I will convert to inches. You can convert to any measurement you want over here. Now my book cover is 18.54 inches by 12.42 inches. We will create that now. Now that we've created our sheet, our canvas for our book cover, we can come over and grab a photo. Choose your photo. You can just drag it down. I will have to do a little bit different than most because my screen recorder only allows me to do a certain procedure here. I'll grab my photo out of my file. I'll drag it over to the canvas. I will drop it in and click Insert as New Layer. For zoom, you'll scroll in and out. Now you can see my photo isn't quite as large as my canvas, so I will come over here to the left toolbar where I keep my tools. I will grab the transform a layer or selection. Over on the corners, you can move it around and change it to whatever dimensions you need. Bear in mind that you will need to constrain your properties so your photo looks correct. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to jump down and find my book cover template. For this presentation, I'll use my case laminated 116. I will take the photo. Oops, that's PDF. I will take the photo, drag it down to Krita, insert as new layer. And as you can see, it's huge. So you can scroll out, and to move your canvas around in your viewport, press spacebar, left click. Now come back up here and re-grab the transformation tool, and I will drag it down to where it fits the canvas. Now I'm going to move it, spacebar, left click, scroll in to zoom. Now as you can see, it's covering everything. But up here on the right, above the stack, you can reduce the opacity and let your picture shine through. So we want to remember our right side of our page is our cover as you open and read left to right. On the left side will be our back. Down the center here, bring up the opacity. Down the center here is your spine, and you'll have to take, I'm not going to go into the spine here, it's a little more complicated to do, but we'll just do the text cover for now. On the left side and side, I'll grab my text tool and just left click, drag a box, and that automatically opens the text editor. Now I will, let's see, a title, just a random title, light, oops, I didn't get a capital in there, did I? Light, and then I'm going to hit enter, enter twice, and then reflections. Now that's going to space out, give me a space between the two lines of text, but you can also increase the space here, and you can increase the width between each letter here. You can pull it up, or you can enter a value here. We'll hit 12. error there. I need to backspace. Whoops. Yeah, I need to backspace that. So we'll highlight it again. And on the right side over here, we can pick text font sizes. And I'm going to jump clear up to like 24. And on beside that, you'll see your color box. We're going to change our color to white because we have a dark book cover. On the bottom right, you'll hit save, then close. That'll take you back to your screen here. If you want to get back into your text editor, you can just click it, double click it twice. It will take you back in there. To change your font, I want to change my font to Castellar. I really like that one. And then we will increase our font size again because I saw it's pretty small. We'll save it, close it again. Now here on this screen, we can take our case laminate template and turn it off with a little eyeball. And if you'll notice over here on the right, your text comes in as a vector layer. Text is always a vector layer. And you can rename it by double clicking on it. And hitting, I'm going to type in cover text, enter. Now if we come back over here to the left side of the screen and grab our transformation tool again, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can stretch it out. You can cover the entire book with it. I do recommend that you get a certain size of text before you stretch it out too more, just for resolution quality. And we will just leave that in there like that. I'm going to go back and grab my cursor tool. Let's go down to, and let's highlight. When you're working on each layer, just make sure it's highlighted. So we'll start from here. To add text to the back, I'll grab my text tool again, drag out a box. Now that should open a separate vector layer that you can manipulate separately from the front cover. And we will turn it white just for demonstration purposes. Save, close. Oops, it's black. So we'll try to find it here. We forgot to change it to white. It could get lost, but you should just be able to jump over there and double click and grab it. And of course you can always Control Z back out and do it again. So now we have our back on the back. We will grab our transformation tool. Drag it out this way, drag it out this way, drag it out however you want. And when your transformation tool has a hold of it, it will look distorted, but as soon as you click out of it, the resolution will come back. And in order to get rid of that layer, you can't just highlight it and delete it. You have to do a right mouse click and hit cut layer. And that's just a short tutorial on how to build a really nice book cover in Krita. Open source, download it for free, but make sure you contribute a few bucks to the developers. Better give them 10, 20, 40, 50 bucks than to give a single dime to Adobe or some greedy corporation that wants you to pay till you die.